Good morning, everybody. It is a beautiful sunny morning, and I was just reflecting about some of my client meetings yesterday. And one of them is with a very special lady who has really, she's done so well. She's lost, I think, over 40 pounds. And then life started happening in May. And one of the things that keeps coming up for her, and something that we talked about yesterday was, why was she just continually sabotaging herself? And, she said this instrumental words to me, and that was, I was just feeling deprived. I was just feeling deprived. So, it started with eating some fruit, and she had previously moved from the Midwest, and she was like, oh my gosh, I've just never had access to such fresh fruit like this. And so it's all over with. I just wanted to eat all of the plums that were on the tree in my yard, and now it's all over with. And so then we went from fruit to, I just wanted to have some ice cream. I just haven't had ice cream in so long, and it just sounded really good to me. But now I had the ice cream, so now it's over. And then this week we were talking, and she said, as a part of my culture, there's some celebrations, and one of them is sharing sweets. And my friend had brought these sweets over, and she shared them with me, and I ate them, and then I couldn't stop eating them. And finally, the friend brought them over again the next day, and she finally said, no, I have to stop. So it's been this like slippery slide over a period of about 3.5 months. And so how do you work with emotions that are when you're feeling deprived? And so I did some reading, and one of the instrumental, I'm just going to kind of go over some of the things that I highlighted in my reading, and it said the desire becomes corrupted by the voices in our head. So our original authentic desire was to get fit, to make changes, to reach our goal, and we were doing such a great job. And then we got corrupted by the voices in our head, and the voices in our head led us to that rebellious feeling. So the rebel in you proposes to break the rules and just eat whatever you want. So you've your voice inside your head is saying, well, I can't eat that. And there is two ways of looking at, I like to use the words, I choose not to eat that, or I don't eat that. But, a lot of times we do use the wording, I can't, especially when we have a program, we're on a specific diet, or we're trying to reach a goal. So, there's two ways of looking at the words I can't, looking at it as, making that choice. And then there's the way of looking at it as I don't have the choice. And then it comes to the feeling of feeling trapped and powerless and controlled by that rule. And so then that's where the deprived feeling comes in, because honestly, when you make a choice to change your life, to have a better lifestyle, to feel better, that's just a personal choice, and feeling deprived shouldn't be a part of it. You should feel like amazing, like I've finally made this choice. I feel so good about my choice. I'm feeling better. I'm getting better energy. I'm losing weight. My clothes are fitting better. Wow, isn't this great? And then comes the voice that says, well, I can't have that. I want that. and that feeling like rebellious, like I'm gonna, you know, like you were 15 years old and your mom told you you couldn't do something. So, we, at the point that we feel deprived, we just want to break free from the trapped and controlling feeling. And so we do that, and we eat unhealthy, um, and then we have that temporary feeling of feeling good while we're doing that deprived behavior. And then we broke the rule, we shouldn't have done that. And then we feel guilty, we feel bad, we feel not good enough, we feel defeated, we feel powerless, we lose our self-respect. And so we go through this whole bevy of feelings, based on that moment that we rebelled and ate whatever we felt like eating. So authentically, our desire is, it comes from a good place, that we want to be happy, we want to feel better about ourselves, we want to look in the mirror and see ourselves in a healthy way. So, all of this can just set off a chain of emotional reactions that are unhealthy when we consider that we are being deprived. So, you have the power of the choice to do this. This is you choosing. It's not you depriving yourself, it's you making a healthy choice. And so we do have the ability to make these changes, but I thought one of the most instrumental moments here is, it says you need to put your mind on a diet and learn how not to feed the sabotaging voices in your head. And that was really kind of like a pivotal point in this article. Put your mind on a diet, not not yourself. I mean, obviously you're on a diet, but put your mind on a diet. Learn how not to feed the sabotaging voices in your head. So when we try to change our our lifestyle system, but we haven't changed our mind, the way our mind responds, then it makes it really difficult. So to make changes when we're unaware of the way that our mind leads us into sabotage is nearly impossible. So I want to read that one more time. To make changes when we are unaware of the way that our mind leads us into sabotage is nearly impossible. And one of the things that Dr. Tran says in his book is the mind and the heart have to be in alignment for you to make lifestyle changes and to have them be permanent. And one of the lines here that in this article is, it becomes easier to make changes in our body when our mind and emotions are lined up and working for us instead of against us. So the relationship between our mind and our body is so important, that we really believe what we want to do, that we're sincere. We don't want it just so we can look like someone else, or so that we can be more popular, or so that we can go to our class reunion and look hot. Those aren't the reasons that we align our mind and our body. We want to align our mind and body because we truly want to live a better lifestyle. We want to wake up every morning feeling great, not feeling exhausted. We want to have slept. Can't sleep if your digestion is crazy and all of your hormones are out of balance, and we're stressed out, and we can't lose weight if we're stressed out. Our cortisol is going crazy. Our adrenals are burned out. There's so many levels of learning why we want to be in a better place. So I hope that helps with those depriving thoughts. I like to really think of things as I don't really want that in my life. And instead of thinking I can't have something and not letting the rebellious child come out and do that self-sabotaging behavior, and it happens so instantly. Anyway, I those are all the words I have on this beautiful sunny morning. Over here in Northern California, it's going to be nice and warm, so I'm going to go out and take a nice cool walk before the heat comes on. And I hope everybody's having a super Sunday. Remember, it's meal prep day.